My name is Shubham Gupta and I'm going to present on the topic of smart switchboard. So first we'll talk about the introduction. So what I'm going to do. So smart switchboard is nothing but a smart home automation which you can control over the cloud, and even it looks good, and it can be controlled by application, and it is the replacement of old switchboards, because as we know, the old switchboards contains mechanical parts, so they break down after a while. But where comes the smart switchboard, it's completely made up of electronic components, and it don't have mechanical parts, so it is long lasting and very efficient, and power saving. So what are this existing system? So existing system contains that each electrical appliance requires separate smart switch. Suppose if you want to connect a bulb, fan, table fan, charging socket, then you have to take a smart switch separately for each of the component. That is a disadvantage of the existing system, and which increases the cost for the home automation. So most people can't afford that, and it also increases the complexity, as you have to connect each and every appliance differently, and it also increases the power consumption. So my proposed system contains of the component Arduino Uno. So Arduino Uno is a microcontroller that controls uh, uh, microcontroller devices. Like, there are different type of devices that can be controlled through Arduino. Then I'm going to use the relay, which will get signal from the Arduino and allow the connection to close, so that the circuit is closed, so electricity will be passed. That is the use of the relay. Then I'll use the TFT LCD touch display. It will show the interface, so that the user can interact. User can turn on off the lights, fan, anything he wants to control. He can control from this display. Which and if we talk about uh, actual display, it will look good if we set the interface very good. Well, then we'll use the breadboard. Breadboard is used to connect all the components wiring, so that we don't mess up everything. So it can be organized on the breadboard. Then last, the jumper wires to connect all the components with each other on the breadboard. So the plan of action is, first I'll create the user-friendly GUI, that is graphical user interface for the user. So as you can see on the first screenshot, there is an introductory screenshot uh, page that says it's a smart switchboard, and contains my name, Shubham Gupta, project made by Shubham Gupta. And then on the second screenshot, you can say these to light switches, tap to turn on or off. So if you will tap, it will turn on the light. If you will tap, it will turn off the lights. Then I have used then we will use mobile application, that is Remote XY. It provides uh, source code, open source code, which will help us to operate it. So we can create a graphical user interface from this for our mobile application. We have to drag those switches from the left side. You can see the controls, and just drag it over the smartphone, and we have to configure those things that is on the right side, that configuration stages, and then we have to click on the get source code. When we click the get source code, we'll get the all the source code. Just we have to copy it and then paste it in the Arduino IDE file. Then we'll connect all the components. This is how we'll connect all the components. First, how this is how we'll connect the display. We'll directly attach the TFT display to the Arduino board. We'll take all the pins of the Arduino. Then we'll attach the ESP 8266 module to the Arduino. This is how I'll connect it. The TX and transmitter and receiver pin will go to TX and RX pin of the Arduino. Ground and 3.3 volt of a pin of ESP8266 will connect to the 3.3 volt and ground pin of Arduino. Then I'll connect the relay to the Arduino, that is 5 volt and ground pin to the Arduino, and input one pin to the digital pin of the Arduino. So in my code, I have connected the digital pin to the 12th pin. So then we'll configure the Wi-Fi module. Then we'll write all the necessary codes in Arduino IDE. So in the code, you can see I have included the necessary files for our TFT display libraries, that is Adafruit, TFX.h, Adafruit, TFT LCD.h, and the touchscreen.h. So these are the libraries that our display uses to operate. Then I have pasted the code from remote XY website as you have, and it's has included its libraries and defined its values. Then these are the defined functions. For color, I have defined hex code, and the LCD analog pins are defined to the LCD pins. Then the x-axis and y-axis pins are calibration are done using the touch screen. Then this is the interface code that I have written. The smart switchboard, you can see this is smart. I have set the cursor to 2,50, that is 2 pixels from the x-axis and 50 pixels from on white axis. I've set color on white and set text size is 4. So the switch will be printed of this level. Then this is the logic. If true, true is if it's on, and then if it is false, it means it's off. Then what are the features of my this smart switchboard? Excuse me. It is anytime anywhere control. It can be weekly daily schedule facility. It has countdown timer, and you can control it with multiple phones. Then technical specification. So how it will work? When you will give the AC supply to the Arduino, that AC will convert it into 5 volt, and then if you input from the display, it will directly talk to the load that is relay is connected to, and then it will turn off. But if you contact it through the internet, it will go to the router, then node MCU, and then it will contact relay, then it will turn on the load. Then what future work can we do? The board can be upgraded with more pins. That if you have used 5 pin 5 switches in the smart switchboard, then you can upgrade it with more 5 in future. We can put voice control in it, and then third, that new features can be added, like user can set its wallpaper where it can also be used as a photo frame, so it will look good. So as we know that normal switchboards are just sitting like that only, but this switchboard uh, will have display which you can set your wallpaper, which will look good also. And the conclusion is this, that in this era, home automation is very important for technology enthusiasts, and simplicity is major factor. So keeping this in mind, I have made this project. Thank you. And the reference is this. I've referred Element 14 website, YouTube. I've referred couple of YouTube videos, and then the Arduino page. Thank you.